Namaste and greetings. Hello and welcome. So I have a question for you. Can you identify someone in your life, someone that you know or someone that you know of who has never made a mistake? Don't say Jesus. Do you know someone who has never made a mistake, who is the exact same person today that they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or more? See, I ask this question because all of us change. We grow, we evolve, we increase in wisdom and intelligence and knowledge and awareness, ideally. And yet, many of us expect other people, politicians, leaders, etc., we hold them accountable today for who they were 5 years, 10 years, 15 or more years ago, without giving space for them to have changed, evolved, grown. But why? Because it's easier. We remove this idea of shared accountability and intra or meta dependence, and we make it all about them, what they did or what they didn't do, versus what are we doing and what are we not doing? How do we come together? Take them off the playing field for a moment. Because if there are two football teams, and this team has their fans, and this team has their fans, are there not people voting for and against this team winning? Just as there are people voting or rooting for this team winning and this team losing? Are there not always, quote unquote, opposing forces at play? Well, it works the same way in politics. There are going to be people who want the speed bump put in this place in your city, and there are going to be people who don't want the speed bump put there. There are going to be people who want the stop sign put there, and there are people who want the stop sign put there. And yet we expect our politicians, we expect our leaders, we expect our teachers, we expect our parents, we expect somebody to be the savior, to carry the weight of the world and do it all by themselves. That's not realistic. It's not going to change anything. So taking all of them and all of that off the table for a moment, let us ask ourselves, what am I doing to be an advocate, to be an ally? What am I doing to be an evolutionary and beneficial presence in the world? What am I doing? And now, how am I getting into conversations with you so that we collectively cooperate, collaborate, and compassionately change the systemic ills that are everywhere and in everything? It's not fair and it's not realistic to expect that single person or that single person to be the savior walking on water and feeding the 5,000. It's not realistic. So how do we build a bridge across the water? And how do we ensure that every person has the food that they need to live their best life? How do we make the change? Much love and appreciation.